So, hi guys, a very good evening, good morning to people from all across the world. I'm Jashin Kapani, I'm the founder and CEO of Amdecon Design. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions. Hope you're doing good, hope you're doing great. Uh, we've got the same issue as we've been having over the years regarding pollution. So I would avoid talking about it. But anyways, look, check out the lighting here where I am. It's amazing here, and I'm feeling good and I'm feeling great, and I'm hoping the same for you. So I'm Jashin Kabani. I'm the founder and CEO of Amdecon Design. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions, and sipping a lovely chai. This is the third one in the day with ginger. And my day has been a great start because we had a regular Buddhism and SGI meeting, which is a spiritual practice that I'm a part of, and a lot of people are. And it was nice and comforting to see that everybody was there in the meeting, and we are catching up and stuff with a thought share of the regular concerns of the world and stuff. Because, like you and me, everybody's living a life, a great life, a life of challenges and stuff happening in their own. But of course, it ended with a lovely cup of ginger chai, keeping the pollution and just catching up in general with some of the people in the community who are more like family at the end of it. So I'm doing a share, which is a thought. It's a read, which is basically on thinking about life. Life in general. You got to think out loud. You got to evaluate your life and think about it, especially when you have time to spend on a Sunday. You're not going out much. For me, it's my tooth, which is holding me back. So I'm reading this, which is actually about ideas that are kind of keeping you back or holding you back in your life. So there are these spot on insights that you have here. I mean, I could relate with a lot of them and stuff. I'll share and you see how you feel about it. Let me show you this new mirror. This is actually a creation of mine, you know. So we just included this mirror in the house. So yesterday I shared this thing about having some mirrors in the house. So the moment I have a mirror and the light and everything, I feel good and great. And of course the greenery, as you can see, and the lights I was talking about. So this is going to help a lot of people. You could have this at your office. You can have it in your lobby. You can have it at your office. You can have it in your library. You can have it in your bedrooms and stuff. And as I had shared this, anybody and everybody who's coming in is actually noticing this and is getting our focus off from social media. Yeah. So you see, there's a lot of greenery in here and stuff. This is the reason why I've been sharing that if you can't go out and you can't look after nature and stuff, a good idea would be to get nature indoors and start looking after it. So see this. So you see outside how it is, and you see how it is inside. So this is what happens when you kind of have your own space and you're kind of looking after plants and stuff like that. And it doesn't take too much. This is just a wine bottle which I finished off a few weeks back, and this is one bottle I had last night, probably because the medicines are over. So just these interesting things, and you can carry all these, like I said, to your offices, take them to your gym, take them to your bedrooms, take them to your wherever you're working out of or wherever you're spending your time. Give plants as gifts and stuff, and get everybody in the habit of kind of looking after these and stuff like that. Okay. So the thought share is: is there anything which is holding you back? So this is about success. So as you get off your office environment, you get off your regular work and stuff, and you venture into the real world. You meet regular people and stuff who are not the who's who of the world and stuff, which is also the real world. It's actually about talking about success, engaging success. What is success? Is success what is success? So success is actually, as per the author, it's not people who are holding images and people who are holding kind of positions and stuff like that. Success is actually when you're working towards goals and you're working towards the process of getting there, and when you're on it and you're kind of enhancing either yourself or the life of people around you at your work in general and stuff. Maybe you have a product, maybe you have a service, maybe you are in charge of certain people and stuff like that. And when you're consistently doing it and we are on the movement and stuff, that's exactly when success happens to you. So So do you think success is basically all about monies and stuff? So that's the biggest hack which has been cracked here. And yeah, so some people who are on social media, or some people who are genuinely celebrities, or some people who are in the process of becoming celebrities and stuff. What is the definition of a celebrity? Is it a spotlight complex? So wherever you go, you have to be respected. Wherever you're going, you have to be noticed. Wherever you're going, you have to have lights, camera, action, and everything happening to you. So some people have a celebrity complex, so when they go in, they think that everything is about them. Everybody is noticing them. Everybody is noticing their clothes. Everybody is noticing their makeup. Everything is about them and stuff like that. So some people are actually celebrities in the true sense, but then there are a lot of people who are genuinely celebrities, but they don't hold themselves in great regards and stuff like that because they're kind of simply off it, and they like to kind of circulate in the normal life. But there is a spotlight complex which many personalities and people have, where they think everything is about them, and if you do not give them a compliment, they are kind of disturbed by it. If you're kind of working on flattery and stuff, they're feeling good about it and stuff. Okay, so I think I shared this before. Nobody gives a flying kick to what you do in your life, because we are so concerned and we are so, stuck on what the world will say, what our family will say, what people will say. So it's not the world, it's actually our own thinking, which is actually making us look at it in the other person. Log kya kahenge, dunya kya kahegi, and all that. Okay, so once you decide your goal, once you decide your purpose and stuff like that, go ahead with it, because at the end of the day, or the start of the day, you're the one who has to basically justify your existence, or your goals, or your visions to yourself. Okay, then you have, if you're doing something right, do you think if you're doing something right, is everything going to be right all the time? So if you're doing something right, the results may take a long time. It may kind of take time for the outcome to happen, but stay happy because you set the ball rolling. So go with the flow is what they say. Is business always a good idea? I say business is also overhyped sometimes, because people want to appear so busy behind the scene or on the phones and everything. People want to look really busy, but actually they're not doing anything. The thing is this, that business also in moderation is good, because when you're actually doing a lot of stuff to kind of stay, I would say, constructively occupied, or you're taken in by stuff at your workspace, or you're doing something for the world, for the community, for the people, even if you're taking care of animals or whatever, you're actually kind of doing something which is going to keep your mind off your own self, and your own me myself narrative, which is playing all the time, taking care of yourself, taking care of your family, taking care of your house and stuff like that. This is what happens. You get stuck in your own, as they say in Hindi, jhol. You get stuck in your own circle, and you're not able to kind of do anything different, or you're not kind of able to crack your comfort zone. So you have to work on that. So this myth about there's a right time to create. So people are pushing to have a marriage, to have a baby, to have a child, to have a job. People are pushing, because it's a conditioning, it's a mindset. By this time, you should have been married. By this time, you should have had kids. By this time, this should have happened. By this time, you should have earned this much of money. By this time, you should have been doing this. But who makes the rules? So everybody's journey is different, and people think differently. Circumstances are different, and situations are different and stuff. Purpose is different. So it's not important what I do, is what you're going to do, and what you're going to do is what I'm going to do. So it's to each one his own and stuff. Is your purpose something which is supposed to be extremely profound? Well, actually, your purpose is just to kind of consciously do something which the world kind of can benefit from and stuff. If the purpose is to be just here and to do whatever job you're here to do, then you're sadly mistaken. You're here for a purpose. Probably the purpose is to spread happiness and joy. Probably the purpose is to have some good times and some good memories. Maybe the purpose is to be a good person. Maybe the purpose is to give hope. Maybe the purpose is to bring about a change. Maybe the purpose is to bring about impact in the world and stuff. So the purposes are different. It's not always about a job. Maybe the purpose is to kind of do community participation and big stuff and all that. And so this is a really good one. Am I responsible for how my partners and my family feels? So most of the people are told your life partner is responsible for making you feel in a certain manner. You're responsible for kind of taking care of the family and of your friends, or of your people in your circle and stuff. But the point is, whoever is growing up with this mindset that I'm responsible for my own family is largely mistaken, because I feel this, and the book says the same thing, that you know what, you got to have a good relationship with yourself first. People have to take care of themselves, and people have to work on themselves. People have to be taught how to take care of themselves and the family and stuff, let's say you're traveling and you're not here to take care of your family and your parents, and what, so you have to make your parents self-reliant. You can be there, I'm not saying that disconnect from them and stuff, but what I'm trying to tell you, or what I'm going to try to assert, is that make them independent, and let them kind of have a life of their own and stuff, because they will have their own circle, they will have their own stuff happening, and you can also be either a part and parcel of it, or you can just be from a distance supporting them, and vice versa and stuff. Okay, so this is where people say we are kind of in a dependent relationship, and what is that, we can't be different, we can't think different, I got to take care of my family, I'm responsible, I've got responsibilities and stuff like that. Everybody has it. Okay, sorry to burst the bubble, everybody has it, everybody has something or the other to take care of. If you're not taking care of the family, probably looking after the elders in the family, or if you're living alone, probably then you're kind of benefiting from it. But anybody who lives in a structure or a family is doing this. Maybe you're taking care of the dogs, maybe you're looking after the house when your parents not are not here. So there is a certain sense of responsibility, and it doesn't mean it has to be on one person all the time. Okay, so what else is it? So you are your struggles. You are your struggle. So people have been saying this: life is a race, life is a struggle. I beg to differ on this. It's not. It's the attitude, it's the mindset, it's the city you live in, it's how you are, what stage of your life in and stuff and all that. People take pride in saying, "Humne badi struggle kari hai, humne ye kara hai, humne wo kara hai." Most of the people have risen up. If you see brands that have been built, if you've seen people who are running schools, if you've seen people who are running businesses, if you see people who are running the big top 10 brands, people who are sports persons, people who are successful authors, everybody's had not a very blessed life. You would have been lucky if your parents are taking care of you and stuff like that, but people have worked their asses off to actually be there. So it's genuinely not a struggle and stuff. And this is the best one. What is it that you think about yourself? People casually say, you know what, I sometimes I feel I'm an anxious person, I'm an angry person, I'm a rude person, I'm an arrogant person, and I'm a loser and stuff like that. You already branded yourself. I'm an anxious person. You're never going to get rid of the anxiety and stuff like that, because you've kind of mentally conditioned yourself in a fashion where you think only about yourself as an anxious person. Okay, or you brand someone as that. Okay, so the point is that you don't have to identify with your problems, but you have to actually think about yourself beyond your problems, and beyond the self composed thought process you've imposed yourself, thanks to your professions, thanks to your family culture, thanks to the people and everything, because you have to think sharply and smartly. You have to think differently about yourself. It's actually about respecting yourself, actually about positive talk with yourself, whether the world criticizes you, whether the world doesn't encourage you, whether the world doesn't speak well about you. You look after yourself, you empower yourself, you feel good about yourself, you take care about yourself and stuff like that, and definitely it's going to be a spin-off, and people are going to notice that about you. Okay, so the last one is the best. You can be only happy when your circumstances allow you to be happy. So you will be only happy as you choose to focus on what's positive, reconcile, and what's problem solving all about. When you're building relationships, when you're kind of developing your mindset, is this is when the happiness happens and stuff like that. And if you get rejected, you don't have to feel upset about it, because if something has been rejected, or people are rejecting you, then there's definitely a disconnect somewhere. But the point is to focus on people who are valuing you, including you in their circles and stuff like that. And if you're going to kind of base your life only on who's accommodating me and who's rejecting me, you're going to have a pretty sick life, because life is not about being stuck in the same people and the same circle and the same thought processes and stuff. The great relationships, the good relationships normally go on, and rest of it is sometime you're going to put into your relationships and stuff. Somebody had told me, a wise person many years back, work on your relationships, So I was too young to understand that. But then the point is this. Then I realized that yes, it's a two-way street. It's not just a one-way thing and stuff like that. So yes, working on your relationships helps. But what is more important is to work on your own self. And when you're working on your own self and you realize what's important for you, then the shuffling of what's important and what's not important for you will happen. And then life is kind of going, differently. You have ups and downs, you have challenges, you have situations changing, you have illness coming in, you have success coming in, you have job changes happening and stuff, you have amazing celebrations happening, you have so much happening in life and stuff. So the point is that keep moving forward and choose happiness, because when you're happy, everything seems happy. And that's what the crux of it is. Whether you're rich, whether you're poor, doesn't matter. Everything will be taken care of. But what's really very important is your mindset and your attitude. Yeah. So love and luck. I think aaj ka gyan, as they say, today's thought share is over for the day. And I firmly and I strongly believe the more you share knowledge and the more you share ideas and information, and the more thought shares you do, the more everybody learns, the more it helps you to kind of reflect, the more it helps you to kind of evaluate what's working, what's not working. And you must spend time on your own to kind of read books and stuff like that, because when you're reading books, some discomforting stuff which you've been kind of addressing as a positive may turn out to be negative, and what you've been kind of looking at as a real shit situation may suddenly start looking positive. So books have a very important role to play in your life, more than people, because sometimes people share only their thoughts and outlooks and stuff like that. It kind of gets stuck in your head. It kind of plays in your head and stuff. So you have the cassette playing in. You try to feel good. You try to feel better, but then those shitty videos and those shitty thought shares and everything will play on you. So the best way to feel happy and to feel light and stuff and to feel good is to immediately focus on your own self and your own improvement and stuff, and do some work. If you're at home, start cleaning the mirrors, like I was saying yesterday. Start looking at the lighting and stuff. Start doing some greenery enhancement and stuff. Get some interesting incense sticks. Get some interesting lighting. Get some interesting agarbattis and stuff like that. Get some good music happening in your house, and you will see that all of you are going to kind of feel good. Control your horses, control your tempers, control your mindsets, because I can see it as we were walking today in the park. Not too many people seem happy. There were children playing football and stuff, but the parents seem very unhappy and stuff. So first take care of yourself and your mindset, because as you step out, that's going to be the stepping stone of how you're going to treat people and how you're going to be with people and stuff. Okay, so love and luck and take care, have fun, have a blast. Cheers, and enjoy yourself on a lovely cup of chai. This is actually a masala chai, and it's got some dalchini in it as well. So enjoy it, soak it up. It's definitely going to work on your throat. It's definitely going to open up your nose, and it's definitely going to drive whatever blues you have because of the weather or whatever. Okay. So love and love and take care. Have fun. Bye bye. Cheers. Thanks for your messages. Thanks for your get well soon and stuff. And thank you for praying for me. Take care. Bye bye.